almost hit me.
That's not my fault. You kept on walking.
Electra, it's coming. But then again, so is Christmas. No, it's coming. It's coming.
Just like
what?
Kurt.
Oh, wow. Kurt is not here yet. Do you know it's almost 6 p.m.? But what we have finished is the game of the future. Sega's smash hit Super Zaxxon with a slight adjustment. So let me explain. Zaxxon was big. First three-dimensional game that looked 3D. It was just phenomenal. As a matter of fact, there it is. Well, Sega thought they'd capitalize on that smash hit and come out with Super Zaxxon. It was too hard. Way too hard. You couldn't play it. Nobody did. Nobody played it. It was a disaster when it got released. I mean, a disaster. Disaster, Wallace, would you say spelled with a capital T? Yeah. So, our customer called and said he would like a Zaxxon. I said, well, I don't have a Zaxxon, but I have a beautiful Super Zaxxon cabinet that has that gorgeous red joystick on it, and we can put the Zaxxon board in it. So you will still get the joy of Zaxxon and easy to play, but in the Super package. Ah.
Reflections of the way life used to be.
Oh, yes. Hey, now, boys. I want to show you a couple of neat things about this game. Lights. Haha, there we go. Listen, if you're having trouble syncing your game, that little switch there, boy, is that a bugger. Somebody accidentally flipped one once. This is years ago. I bought 2 Zaxxons brand new, and that switch drove us nuts because we couldn't get the picture in sync. They put that there so it could sync up to almost any monitor you put in. A very clever idea, Sega, very clever. That is the Zaxxon board, okay? The other thing to note is we do have no master control for volume. Your volume control is right here on the board. So when the game, the regular upright machine, you open up the front, you could just reach straight back and adjust the volume. There was no button up front. Technically, you could open the front door and reach back and turn the volume up and down, so that's not going to be an issue. Now, the original power supply system, Sega had a very durable system, a nice big hefty transformer. They had a 5-volt only switcher, and next to it they had a 12-volt and minus 5-volt linear power supply. When we got rid of that, you know, there was nothing wrong with them. They're actually still working. But, good grief now, it's 34 years old. Let's put a new one in. So our logic board gets nice, clean voltage again. Once we install the new power supply, you always take a chip reading right on the chip itself. A voltage reading, not a chip reading, a voltage reading. You don't bother at the power supply because by the time it goes through all the cables and through this and through the board, it's going to be lower on the board than it is here. So you always adjust the voltage on the board itself. Also what we did, here's the flyback is new on the G07. We always put a new flyback in, all new capacitors, and we put a resistor, and there's a couple other little mods we've learned over the years. That baby is going to run for another 30 years. At least we hope in the private home. Now, we do something else with Sega games for some inexplicable reason, and I'm not sure why. They do not. No, it's not snowing yet, boys.
Yes, it is.
They're expecting snow. We'll go out and look in a minute. Anyway, we take the interlock switch out. Nothing but trouble. But you see these 2 wires? We've gone up here, and we've added up here an on-off switch. Ah. Sega never put it on any of their Zaxxons or Super Zaxxons. You need that switch. They actually didn't do any of these big giant wooden cabinets. Where the hell's the on-off switch? No on-off switch. Never understood why, but we've added this so our customer can turn it on and off. Oh, we put our, this is our, when we have this back door off, we actually put a sticker on it so the boys don't get the back doors mixed up. There's nothing worse than mixing up a back door. Now, here is another interesting tidbit you should know. On the original Zaxxon board, the very first game you play after you turn it on, the very first 5 or 10 seconds, there will be no sound. Don't know why. It still makes that sound, but when you first start the game, oh, there's sound. Usually there isn't. Now that's proving me wrong. But just so you know, it is a glitch. It is not a big glitch because it's only the first few seconds. Now it could be because we've had this on for a while. So it's very possible that there is sound because we were playing it earlier. So just so you know, if you have a Zaxxon and you can't figure out why you first play the game, when you first turn it on, it's been doing that since it was new. I bought 2 of these brand new, right out of the box. This was in the Zaxxon cabinet. This is a much better cabinet. Wallace, do you think this is a lighter cabinet or a heavier cabinet? Remember that big monstrosity we used to have? Oh, where the hell did... There you are. Disappear again.
I got work to do.
And what the hell's this? Thin Mints. Thin Mints! Ha-ha! Just what... Oh. Oh. Okay. Come over here. I want to show you. We are in the process of putting a new picture in the class of '81. Can you believe that? This beautiful game. And this had burn-in a go-go. We got the chassis all redone. This is the 7400 Wells Gardner. And we have the... Oh, and here it is. Can you believe this has burn-in? Unbelievable burn-in. Look at that. Wow. That means this game was loved. Anyway, we're in the process of putting in television. Television. Remember, it's a television if there's a picture tube. That's Todd's motto. Now let's look into this. Let me look into this snow nonsense. They say we're going to get 6 to 12 inches. But
Cold never bothered me anyway.
couldn't resist. What a great song that is. Oh my gosh, what a great song. Anyway. I guess it's time to say goodbye.
Cause although you're gone, I keep holding on to the happy time. Ooh, and you and I.
Gone. I don't know. I heard it on the radio this morning and I said, that's a great song and I gotta stick it into this tape. Just to annoy you. I can see the taping now. Anyway, but wait a minute. Wallace, really and truly, tell me about my singing.
Well, Todd, I was told if you was singing for benefit, you wouldn't get chicken shit.
That's not funny.
That's hysterical. Especially since Wallace said it.
But wait a minute, that's not funny. Wallace, you're fired!
And you're out of business without Wallace.
No!
The game
No,
would never
I take
look.
that back. I'll take that back. Okay. We are done. We are hoping to show you Starship Troopers later today. We have a Tic Tac strike coming. We have a World Rampage tour that is in the ugliest green color cabinet of all time. That is going to be painted black. My goodness. We have an X-Men coming, but probably not today. And the game people have been waiting for. A beautiful Electra. When we're done with that, that is going to be beautiful. And look, Steven is working on a missile command. See? Right on the floor. Right where you deserve to be, young man.
What did I tell you about singing, stupid?
Just for that, I'm going to sing again.
Reflect